Hello guys, welcome back to Euro 2024 predictions. Today we have day 7 predictions, Sophie. The tournament keeps going, the goals keep going in. I've got to say, it's been great fun so far.
It has, and I'm loving seeing all these videos of the different fans out there as well, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. You know the drill. Before we get into the predictions, guys, make sure to smash 2,000 likes. I'm determined to get there soon. Hit that like button. Come on, it's definitely worth getting involved. Make sure to subscribe as well and share your own predictions down in the comments. Without further ado, Sophie, let's get into the predictions, and we start with Group C. We've got Slovenia versus Serbia. Let's start with Serbia, Sophie.
Okay.
We saw them against England. They lost 1-0. I thought they played okay. I mean, it was a pretty close game, and that'll give them some encouragement.
Yeah, definitely. I think they played some really good passes as well, and actually some of their players didn't get onto some of these really good passes. I was quite impressed by their style of play at points against England. Second half, I thought they did actually grow into the game. I don't know if the manager gave them a bit of a stern team talk at half time, but it seemed to get them riled up, ready to get an equaliser and maybe push on for the win, but they didn't quite get it. But overall, not a bad performance.
No, I would agree. I think there was one or two moments where Mitrovic put a shot wide and they could have got a draw.
Yes.
They take on Slovenia, who did get a draw against Denmark, and that's a decent result. Slovenia have been written off by a few people coming into this tournament, and they've showed with that result that they're not just here to make up the numbers.
Yeah, so early on in the game against Denmark, I thought, okay, Denmark are going to absolutely run away with this game. But Slovenia grew into it, and when they got their goal, I thought they more than deserved it. Again, and a little bit like Serbia, they were playing some really good passes, having a lot of good opportunities. Good goal, heavily deflected, but what goal. Yeah, I thought they played really well, actually.
Yeah, I think this game could be a draw, but would that be a good enough result for either of them? Because Slovenia's next game will be England, and if they go into that game with 2 draws, that doesn't stand them in a good position to get through. And as for Serbia, they've already lost their first game, so they need to try and bounce back with a win in the second game to give their chances a boost. So, despite me thinking it's a close game, I think one of them's going to have to win this. I'm going to go with Serbia. I think they could just win this, but I think it'd be a very close game. Going to go Slovenia 1, Serbia 2.
Oh, do you know, I'm going to have to sit on the fence for this one. I'm finding it hard to separate them. So I'm going to say 1-1. I agree, it doesn't really suit either team right now, but I'm finding it hard to pick a winner.
It's a difficult game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's quite a close group. I mean, we expect England to win this group, but between Slovenia, Serbia and Denmark, maybe there's not a lot between them.
Yeah.
It could be close. On to the next game in Group C, Sophie. Football is coming home. It's Denmark versus England. What's your thoughts on the England win against Serbia?
As we were just saying before the video, I thought we put in a pretty solid first half. Seems to be the case under Southgate that you get 1 goal and he's quite happy to turn pretty defensive and just see the win out, but that invites a lot of pressure, and I think second half it wasn't the best performance. Ultimately we got the 3 points and that's all that matters, but yeah, it wasn't exactly inspiring.
Yeah, I think I agree. I was fairly happy with it. I thought England played pretty well in the first half, got the goal through Jude Bellingham, who I think could be crucial. It could be crucial in this tournament, so long as he keeps his head, because he is a little bit,
yeah, but I quite like that. I like getting the other players rolled up. You don't see enough of that now.
Yeah, but England have a reputation for the likes of Rooney and Beckham getting sent off in these major tournaments. I just don't want something like that to happen to him.
I think he's clever with it.
So obviously it's a good start for England. We've won our first game. If we win this game, we're more than likely going to win the group. Even if we draw this game, we're probably on our way to going through. If we were to lose this game, then obviously it'd get a bit nervy.
Yes, yeah.
I think England will just do it. I don't think it's been amazing so far, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll grow into the tournament, and I'm not one of those that just likes to be negative for the fun of it. I think we were okay against Serbia, but we weren't bad, were we?
No, I wouldn't say that you'd watch that and go, oh, that was really bad.
Honestly, some people just love to be dramatic, and I don't think it was amazing, but it wasn't terrible. It was okay. I'm going to go for the same scoreline here. Denmark are a decent team, a bit like Serbia, and I think England will just edge it and get another clean sheet. Denmark 0, England 1.
Okay, I'm going to say, yeah, a close game, but I'm going to say 2-1 England. I think there could be a couple of goals in this one, just because you can't really underestimate Denmark. I think they can be a good team. depends what kind of England turn up, to be honest, because you could see this being like a 2-3-0 comfortable game, or it end in a draw. I'm going to back us to win, but I'm going to say a fairly close game. So 2-1 England. 2-1
England, there you go. We're both backing England to win by 1 goal and probably just edge through this group as winners, to be honest, which is fine. On to the final game, Sophie, and it's from Group B. It's Spain versus Italy. This is a good game.
This is a good test for both teams, actually.
Absolutely. I've got to be honest, so far, from what I've seen, the Spanish have really impressed me.
Yeah.
Possibly the most. You know, they were so good against Croatia. But Italy were very good against Albania, you know, to have such an early setback, and considering there were so many Albanian fans in that stadium, I thought Italy handled the situation and the pressure really well.
Yeah.
And I've always thought that the Italians are really good at game management.
Yes.
You know, maybe they don't win 3 or 4-0, but sometimes they just edge through the games, and that's enough so long as they keep going in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those games where I think a draw is probably quite good for both.
Yeah.
It'd take them both to 4 points. They'd both be on the verge of getting through. Spain, of course, have the advantage in terms of the better goal difference in the group. But I don't think Spain will lose, but I'm not going to back Italy to lose. I'm going to go for an entertaining 1-1 draw.
I'm going to pick a winner. That's going to be Spain.
You go for Spain?
Yeah, Spain have impressed me so far. They look very, very good against Croatia. And don't get me wrong, I thought Italy, after the first minute, they looked very good. What was interesting is, despite getting down so early on in the game, it was just a case of, oh, it's all right, we're gonna win it anyway.
And 15 minutes later, they were winning again.
Yeah, no, that's just what's crazy. They just didn't seem to panic. They thought, we've got the quality, we'll get it done, and that's what I think could turn this game. But I think Spain are going to turn up, and it's going to be a very, very good game, close game, because I do respect both teams very highly, but for me, Spain edge it 2-1.
Ooh, just going for Spain then. Okay, fair enough. Share your predictions down in the comments. I'm interested to see who you guys are going to predict to win out of Spain and Italy. You can make a good argument for either of them.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going for a draw. Well, that wraps up the Euro 2024 predictions for another day. Make sure you've dropped a like and make sure you've subscribed so you can come back tomorrow and see our Euro 2024 predictions again. Thank you for joining me, Sophie.
And thank you.
We will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace out.